Hello guys, welcome to our new episode. We are into 13th episode now. We were done with CA Kajal Katpalia. She shared her journey about failures, about CA journey, being avid reader. Now we have with us ACCA finalist Punya Aggarwal. She is president of Infernico. Then she is a social social media manager also. She is doing ACCA. She is then BCom from Delhi University. And we will talk about ACCA being how to do ACCA and how what is the scope of ACCA in detail with Punya. So we welcome Punya over here on our platform. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for a warm introduction, and I hope this session is fruitful for the people who are watching it.
Yes, definitely. ACCA being something very new, we need to literally give the introduction. Almost everyone, whoever I asked about ACCA, I personally had to explain them why they should do ACCA or everything. So, how will you say that? What is ACCA?
ACCA is just like if we talk about Indian context, it
Yes.
is just like our CA, but like UK based from a UK based firm.
Yes.
So it gives us a chance, according to me, it gives us a chance to be flexible with our course. Like CA doesn't offer that. So it has 13 papers, and then you start with knowledge level, then you go skill, then the professional level, and it adds a lot to your, resume, your career. So yeah.
Yes, so basically we have this thing of saying जैसे इंडिया का सीए है ACCA is of more than 180 countries and
Yeah.
mostly UK based है मतलब ये. Yes,
Yeah.
so that is the thing. So we move ahead. CA बनने के लिए mostly there are classes and everything, and CA mostly if any parent has his own firm, then his child will do CA. जैसे डॉक्टर है तो बेटा भी डॉक्टर बनेगा, फैमिली में CA है तो CA बनेगा. But ACCA is something quite new. So how you got into ACCA या फिर who told you about ACCA?
So, as everybody, I also didn't know about it, and there was my sir who taught me accounts in my 11th and 12th,
Okay.
and he was if you know Tashwata Gupta,
Yeah.
his her father taught me in 11th and 12th, and he told me about ACCA, and he told me that you have the caliber of doing it, and then he pushed me literally pushed me into ACCA to start with it, and it was lockdown, and I had just completed my 12th, and through him I got to know about the course and about ACCA, what it is and how do we do it, and yeah.
You if I compare it with CA, you saved almost 2 years. Basically being a CA will take you more than 5 years in any manner.
5. Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you talked about being lockdown, it's just been 2 years for lockdown. So when you start
Yeah,
2.5 years journey or 3 years journey, like 13 papers in 3 years, was it not very
yeah.
hectic for you?
Not at all. Like I'm somebody who cannot, study for like 7 hours, 8 hours a day. I cannot. I just cannot. So for me, it has been my biggest blessing in disguise, I would say. ACCA has been that, and since I gave the papers in quarterly basis, so I had like 3 months to prepare for one paper only.
Yes.
So I did my college also. I did my classes also. I enrolled in so many societies also in my college, and still I was able to do ACCA and pass all the exams. So it was not hectic. It was very, very flexible.
Yeah, because ACCA has some time, what do you call that? When demand-based exams.
Yeah, the knowledge level is on the demand.
Yes.
Exams you can give as per your pace. So I gave my first exam in October 2020 when there was lockdown. And then in November, I gave my second exam. This January, I gave my third exam. And then February, I gave my fourth exam. So in like 2 to 3 months, I completed my knowledge level. And
Okay.
that too with very ease.
Yes, that's what the thing. Because what happens, many students don't know about ACCA, and this is quite an. It's not so new course. Some people know, but there is no clarity. Should we take the risk? Will there be something? Will there be opportunity or not with ACCA? As there is a surety with CA. Basically, in CA you will get somewhere 75, 80 after being a CA. But in ACCA, I have seen कि 8-9 papers होने के बाद also you get the job.
Yeah.
So how things are different? Like, what is the fresher salary for ACCA basically?
It depends. It depends upon the role that you're taking. It depends upon the company that you are approaching for. Definitely, as you mentioned, that after you completed your 9 exam, which is when you become a part, ACCA part qualified, you can apply to your jobs and stuff. Personally, I didn't go for that thing. I wanted to complete my ACCA and then appear for jobs.
Yes.
So the starting salary totally depends upon the company that you are appearing for, and the role also. It matters upon that also. So if I would say, I applied through my college placements, and ACCA played a major role in that, because it set me apart from the people who are doing just BCom, right? They're just
Yes.
doing BCom, and I had a qualification, a professional qualification, and
Yes.
that too in my last stage. So my recruiter, he asked me. He was very impressed. He was a CA himself,
Okay.
and he was very impressed with me that in my second year I was a ACCA part qualified. So he was very impressed with it, and then he said ki, ACCA has a bright future ahead if you go for big
Yes.
four, especially audit, consulting, taxation. These are the booming areas where you can have job opportunities. So yeah, that's how you can go about it. That like the job opportunities part.
Yes, so there is a vast opportunity available for ACCA in not only in India but as well as in foreign countries also. It's not limited to India basically.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we talk about like future of ACCA, you already said that it's very bright and everything, and about exams also you said. But if we compare it to did you add any other options also like CA, CMA, USACA, या फिर CPA and CFA? So did you
Yeah.
compare all
I
the?
did. I
Yes.
honestly no. I didn't compare, because as I told you, I was not aware of, because I just completed my 12th standard, right?
Yes.
So I was very clueless. I knew I want to do BCom and chose Delhi, yeah, Delhi University, but I was completely blank with it. And my sir told me that it is the course which gives you flexibility and still gives you that position of being a chartered accountant.
Yes.
And it is not just limited to India. It has a vast variety in 180 countries plus
Yes.
countries. So that's how I got to know about it. And I didn't compare it with CPA or CMA, because honestly, I do not have that much of interest in cost accounting or something. I did had an interest in accounts, audit and stuff, but not cost accounting and stuff. So I didn't compare with the other professional qualifications.
Yes. So in if when should one start ACCA basically? Because there are students who get exemptions after BCom, and there are students who can start it after 12th also. Like you said, within a quarter you were almost done with 4 papers. And there are some students who basically start after BCom because they think that they will have 4 to 5 exemptions. So, as per you, what is the better time when we should start?
Okay, yeah. Honestly, you can start your ACCA after your 10th standard also.
Okay.
So I think if somebody is there who has just completed the 10th standard, and they have a clarity that they want to, pursue their career in accounts, in taxation, audit, then they might go for ACCA. That will give them a big leverage. I thought that I should have also started after my 10th, but then time had, I cannot reverse the but after 10th, if you have a clarity, then you can start after 10th also.
Yes.
But having said that, the most after I think most of the students are familiar with the career path they want to choose after their 12th, like after they pursue their commerce or whatever background they are from. So after 12th also you can pursue your ACC, and then of course after BCom also. Talking about the exemptions, honestly, I am against the exemptions because it's just a matter of 4 papers, and they're very basic papers. Like
Yes.
whatever you have studied in your 11th and 12th, exact same thing is there in your F1, if you're in your F3.
Yes.
So these are all, you should avoid exemptions, because if you talk about money aspect also, because some students think that they won't have to pay the exam fees and they can just slide on. But the exemption fees also similar to what your exam fees is, so
Yes.
might as well give those 4 papers. And those 4 papers actually build your confidence a lot. I am telling you, a lot, because F3 paper is very similar. Like F7 paper, which is the financial reporting paper, that is very, very similar to your F3 because it has accountancy part also, it has financial reporting part also. So if you do these knowledge level papers really well, you get a base, and then the skill level becomes little easy for you to grab on, and start your journey.
Yes.
So
So,
yeah.
what was your best moment till this point? Basically, when you started your ACCA journey during COVID and till being clearing 12 papers, what was your best memory?
I think every quarter when the results come, that is the day that has been the happiest for me because honestly, when you get a result as pass, that is the biggest
Biggest.
happiness that you get after 3 months of, putting in your hard work. But I think the best is yet to come in July. I hope so. Hopefully, I will be an ACCA
Yes.
affiliate. So I think the best is yet to come.
Yes, I hope so that comes in July, and that's an amazing thing when you will be an ACC affiliate. There's one more
Yes.
thing to add to this, that you need 36 months of articleship or job practice or some experience for being an ACCA person. So, what is that thing? Can you explain us?
Yeah. Yeah. So after you complete your 13 papers, you become ACCA affiliate, right? And after you are done with your 3 years of experience, then after the 3 years of experience, you become ACCA member.
Okay.
So that is how, and you can start your PR at any point. Like even if I'm doing my first paper and I'm doing my job also, that will also be counted as my PER.
Yes.
So if you go onto the ACCA website, you will be getting a list of domains which are counted under PER, audit, taxation. There are many domains in
Okay.
which you can work. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if like people are confused. Basically, that we can start our job experience after we become ACCA affiliate. That's nothing like that. You can start PER anytime in your journey.
Yes. So now, how this basically how many subjects? You said that there are 13 subjects, but there are level-wise subjects. So what you would prefer, like doing self-study or opting for any classes?
Okay. So I wanted to address this question a lot. A lot of people actually message me regarding the same. So if you are in your knowledge level and you have a commerce background, right? So you can skip taking tuitions for knowledge level because you would already be aware of the concepts, and you will be having a clarity because the same concepts were there in your 11th and 12th. Having said that, you should be with somebody, and you should always take guidance from somebody who has experience in that course or professional qualification, be it any course, be it is ACCSC, any course, right? And talking about the skill level or the professional level, according to me, you should take classes if you are somebody who doesn't have experience. Like there are many people who are doing their ACCA while they are doing their jobs also. Like there are people
Yes.
who are doing ACCA when they're 25, 30, 35. So they have a certain experience with them. And so for them, it is easy, and because they know how things work practically, right? So for them, I would say they can avoid taking classes. But for people like me who did after 10th or for after 12th or during their
Yes.
BCom also, bachelor's also, they should definitely take some guidance and take some classes because that will also teach them not only the concepts but how to build their career. Also, how do they actually attempt the paper. That is somebody who can a teacher who has a qualification in ACCA can only teach you, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So doing with that, basically, uh, so we when we talk about ACCA, so just when we talk about this, what was the lowest point ever you had in your 2.5 or 3 years journey, if any?
Yeah, actually, yes. ACCA got me my biggest, like my first ever setback, if I say. So I was very consistent with my papers, knowledge level and skill level, and then finally I stuck at my professional level. So I failed my AAA paper in December 2022, and that was my first ever setback, and that was actually the lowest point. I thought of quitting the course because I thought that maybe this is not for me. But then I thought I should give it one more chance, maybe, and then see what is the progress of it. So I gave my AAA again with my SBL, which is the compulsory paper, in March, and then I cleared it. So my lowest moment in my ACCA journey would be that setback in my AAA in December.
But what made you cope up with that thing when you failed? So what was the thing that?
Act- yeah, I was looking for that ACCA affiliate, and I wanted that badly. Now that I have given my 2 years to it, so I wanted that tag with me. So I thought that it was like for 2 weeks straight, I was like, I don't want to do it. I just quit it, and I don't want to, pursue it further. But then I actually have an interest in audit. Like I enjoyed F8, which is double A. I
Yes.
enjoyed that paper a lot. Even triple A for that matter, I enjoyed a lot. But there was some personal issues which were going on through due to which I was not able to, pass my paper or something. But then I thought I should give it one more chance. I have given my 2 years to it. I should give I think 2 months to it all more, and then see what is the result. So yeah, that was my push up and come back for the paper.
Yes, that helps because we ultimately realize when we pass or when we clear that paper, we feel that the personal things were quite smaller, and the happiness that we get after passing, that's much more important, and we are closer to something which we always wanted to get. So that things
Yeah, yeah.
helps a lot, helps us a lot. If I when you started saying that professor in your college helped you analyze that you can do this ACC affiliate course. So if I ask you a question, who is an ideal candidate and who should do ACCA basically?
Ideal student.
Ideal student, yes.
Yeah, I think a person who wants to do CA,
Yes.
maybe, and has an interest in accounts, has an interest in financial reporting, maybe wants to do audit, maybe wants to do taxation, and maybe wants to go abroad. There are
Okay.
some people who do ACCA because they want to, settle abroad. They can also do it. So ACCA provides flexibility for people like me who cannot, give so much of time and so much of, so much of knowledge to the paper, and so much of head and mental peace to it, because CA requires a lot of patience, and that I don't have. So a person ACCA is ideal for any person who's looking for flexibility, who's looking for career in finance, accounting, financial reporting, auditing, taxation, and wants to go abroad. Even in India, it has a lot of scope. Wants to, consult foreign clients, want to take up foreign clientele. So this is the best course for them.
Yes, so that's how basically what happens. Many students just go and ask people, and they fall into some traps, and they go for wrong things. But knowing and analyzing yourself is much bigger thing. When we have some pointers, like we can put our 100% for this thing. Like ACCA, we can say that we need 3 4 hours of study or something like that. Whereas in CA is so vast that you need to put 10 to 12 hours of study any day, any manner. Whether you are a ranker or not, you will have to put in 12 hours. You have to go through that articleship for 2.5 or 3 years. And then everything has to be done in a particular manner the ICI wants. It can never be like what student, matlab you can't do it in the manner student wants. It has to be the way
Yeah,
ACI wants. So ACC is much more student friendly or candidate friendly, or we can say this in a manner that ACC is much better option, and it's not comparable, but still it's an option for everyone who want to
yeah,
pursue it and who want to give it a try. So
yeah, definitely.
it's an amazing session. We talked about everything which is much more needed for any student taking up ACC after 10th, after 12th, or after graduation. So
Yeah,
ACCA is like a whole journey. When you shared, we could imagine like COVID lockdown, then 4 months of the thing, and then how you shared those synopsis of, and then the failure part. There are very few people who talk about failure, and that too in the journey of ACCA. In CA, it's must to talk about failure, but in ACCA we really don't find people talking about failure. Everyone says ACCA बहुत easy है, but but it's not that easy also, but you have to give your hard work. So that was an amazing session. We wish you all the luck. We will soon have a session when you will become an ACC affiliate and working with Big Four or whatever you want, like basically, and helping so many students choosing their right career and right path. Thank you
Yeah,
so much
thank you
for
so
joining.
much. It was really a fruitful session and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I hope that your audience, your YouTube audience, gets an insight about ACCA and they also think about pursuing it if they are in a confusion state.
Yes, that this is most insightful session we had about ACC, and it's amazing to have you on this platform. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you all the luck
Thank
with your
you.
ACCA journey and all the things you do in your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank